Today's game on KFJB-TV is sponsored by First Rate Real Estate, Adland Engraving and Screen Print Company, Central State Bank, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, Hy-Vee Marshalltown, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown School District, Sandvik Enterprises, Scooters, Marshalltown, State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, Members First Community Credit Union, Van Wyck Wood Builders.
Match day, Humboldt, Marshalltown, a non-conference, as the Marshalltown Bobcats coming off a 4-3 win last night on the road at Waterloo West look to continue their winning ways as they host the Wildcats on match day on KFJB-TV. Welcome to the pitch at Leonard Cole Field. Brandon Lewis with you here this evening as we bring you girls soccer on our match day. David Braga, our on-site producer, Keith Stewart, as well as Elijah Bond on our camera coverage as the Bobcats getting warmed up to take on the Humboldt Wildcats. Wildcats are 3-0-2 in the first 5 games of their season. Meanwhile, the Bobcats, a win last night on the road, 4-3 over Waterloo West. They're now 4-4 out of the Iowa Alliance Conference's 3A meets 1A here this evening. Head coach Cam Nearing standing by as we're going to chat with her when we come back as the Bobcats get ready for match day on a Friday night on KFJB-TV.
At Marshalltown Community School District, students don't just prepare for the future, they shape it. Embrace the lead. From academic excellence to college and career readiness, our schools support every student's journey. With strong student support, a wide range of extracurricular opportunities, engaging fine arts programs, and hands-on learning experiences. There's something here for everyone. Marshalltown Community School District, where they embrace the lead to ensure success tomorrow.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
It is match day on KFJB-TV. Bobcats take on the Wildcats here tonight. Here with Cam Nearing, head coach for the girls soccer team. Got yourself a nice win on the road, 4-3 last night. Tell me a little bit about what you saw last night that you liked about your team. Claire Bonzer, obviously, with that hat trick. I'm sure you had to be impressed with that.
Not gonna lie, I forgot she had a hat trick. 3 people asked me if you guys are correct, but yes, our communication, and we finally kind of put all of our pieces in one box, and we actually did it all together last night, so it was very good to see.
Yeah, really good to see, and of course, 3-2 in your last 5 games, so starting to really pick up. Do you feel like the team's really kind of understanding all the different elements that you've kind of brought forward in your first year?
Yes, I think we have. It's just getting all those pieces to be 100% on every time we play, every possession, every opportunity to score on goal.
Yeah. Lilia Kristen, obviously it was her birthday on Wednesday, big week for her. And then a year ago in this matchup, she scored the lone goal in a 1-0 win against Humboldt. What do you think is going to kind of lead to her success on the front end here tonight?
I think looking for our crosses, just being there like she wasn't Lincoln, and just being in that perfect placement, onside, and just being able to hit the back of the net.
of course, as you take on Humboldt here tonight. A little bit of a different squad from a year ago, but they bring back, their goalkeeper in Lena Detman, and she had 4 saves, did allow 1 goal in that one. What do you think she does well back there on the defensive side, seeing her on film?
I really honestly didn't watch that part. I was watching their new freshman. She looked pretty good. She looked really strong, fast. But their goalkeeper, she hasn't really gotten a whole lot of touches on at this point because they have that number 12 who's able to keep them up going and forward-wise. So
noticing them a little bit as they had a draw earlier this week. They do seem pretty physically and fundamentally sound on that defensive line. What's the key to getting in there and like you mentioned, Lily, waiting for those crossers and different things, but how do you kind of set up that attack?
Communication in our connection passes, looking out wide for the crosses down on the ground, looking for the on the ground because they're more unpredictable on the ground than they are in the air.
What are you looking at of your team as you hit kind of the midway point of your season right now?
Consistency. Last night kind of really showed us that we were able to bring all the pieces together and really put it on the field. So I'm hoping that we can continue that into tonight and then just kind of the rest of the year.
Yeah, looking for a fun match day. It is Humboldt and Marshalltown. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that is Cam Nearing. As we chat with her about the Bobcats and the Wildcats. Coming up, we get a look at the starting 11 for both squads on match day on KFJB-TV.
Scooter's Coffee is going bananas, literally. Treat yourself to banana bread hot or iced lattes, creamy latte blenders, and fresh banana bread muffins. Need something refreshing? Sip a berry spritz soda, light, bubbly, and perfect any time of day. Craving cozy? Try salted caramel waffle lattes, hot or iced, or a smooth sea salt caramelicious as a latte, cold brew, or blender. And don't forget the French toasty sandwich, warm, sweet, and satisfying. Plus, Cinnalicious drinks are here for a limited time. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com. Gear up for game day with Adlet Engraving and Screen Print. Spring and summer sports are here. We have you covered with apparel, awards, embroidery, with many options and ideas. Adlet Engraving and Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Easy parking, delivery is available.
Welcome back in for Match Day on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis with you tonight as we get you tonight's starting lineups. All brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. Let them deliver for you while we deliver you the starting lineups. All right, first up for the Humboldt Wildcats, head coach Rod Mooney, 3-0-2 out of the North Central in Class 1A. It'll be Detman back in goal. As so far this season, 400 minutes, 5 goals allowed, 16 saves. Olson, Smith, Vincent, and Lyon on the defensive line. At midfield for the Wildcats tonight, it'll be Olivia Harklaw, Aranza Gonzalez, and Kaylee Vincent. And up top in the attacking end of things in the forwards, it'll be Ellen Olson. She'll get the start here tonight. 1 shot on goal. The freshman will work into the starting lineup. Sadie Hubble as well as Zoe Montag. For the Marshalltown Bobcats, 4-4 on the season. 1-1 out of the Iowa Alliance North Conference in Class 3A. It'll be Sofia Valdez-Chavez back in goal. And so far this season, she has spent 600 minutes in goal, 25 goals allowed, 80 saves. Long, Jansen, and Genesee Telez on the defensive line. At midfield tonight, it'll be Cross, Gomez, Ramirez, and Mraz. And on the attacking things, it's been quite the season for Claire Bonzer as she has scored 13 goals this year. Lily Kristen and Halstead at the right wing. That's our starting lineup. So all brought to you by Sandvik Enterprises in Marshalltown. As we are counting down to our match day, let's get tonight's keys to the match, which are all brought to you by First Rate Real Estate, FirstRateTeam.com. Well, our key to the match tonight for the Bobcats, keep the pressure high and organized. No easy chances in the box and no second chances tonight for that defensive line and Chavez back in goal. The Bobcats have allowed 25 goals this year, a 77% save percentage. It's on the center backs and Valdez to communicate to have a chance here tonight. Meanwhile, for the Wildcats, be clinical with their chances as Humboldt is generating more shots even just through 5 games on the season, but shots on goal are much lower than the Bobcats, so the Wildcats don't need more chances tonight, just that finishing efficiency. That is our keys to the match. Again, all presented by First Rate Real Estate. Match day and kickoff is next when we come back on KFJB-TV.
At Lennox Employees Credit Union, you're more than a member, you're family. Since 1948, we've been helping members and their families save more, borrow smarter, and reach their financial goals. Whether it's a low-rate auto loan, a mortgage that feels manageable, or simply a savings account that grows with you, we're here to make banking simple and stress-free. Discover the credit union difference today. Visit Lennox Employees Credit Union, 1004 East Main in Marshalltown, where people helping people is more than a motto. It's who we are. Learn more at lennoxecu.com. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
When you're craving something quick, tasty, and satisfying, think your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. From hot made-to-order favorites like burgers, chicken strips, and fries to the Dairy Queen classics you love, blizzards, cones, sundaes, and shakes. Be sure to check out the monthly featured treats and limited-time favorites, always giving you something new to try. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or a sweet treat, just because. Your Marshalltown Dairy Queens has you covered. 2 convenient locations, South Center Street and North 3rd Avenue in Marshalltown, where happy tastes good every day.
The following is a presentation of Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV.
Match day.
Match day. Match day.
Match day.
Match day.
Match day starts now on KFJB-TV.
Back at the pitch at Leonard Cole Field as we take a look at Cam Nearing, head coach for the Marshalltown Bobcats, coming into this one. Her team has scored 27 goals. Up top, Claire Bonser, the left wing, will get a few good looks here tonight. She has all season long, 19 shots on goal, 13 goals, 35 shots, and Lilia Kristen, 5 shots on goal, 4 goals this year. She's looking for a good attack for the Bobcats to come out strong against the visiting Humboldt Wildcats behind Rod Mooney, head coach for the visiting squad. About a 2-hour trip for Humboldt here tonight to make their way down. Let's step in for tonight's national anthem. Oh, a beautiful night at the end of the week. Rainy night last night, moving through late. Bobcats were able to get their broadcast or their match in on the road at Waterloo West and a 4-3 win. So the Bobcats look to continue that here tonight as they take on the Wildcats. As Bobcats in their dark home blue uniforms, Humboldt Wildcats in their traveling white tops with blue bottoms. As Lena Detman will go back in the purple uniform tonight, or pink uniform. No, I'm not colorblind. Both our keepers in pink, different shades. And Sophia Valdez-Chavez back in goal for the Bobcats, the junior keeper. A year ago in this match, had 13 saves, 3 goals allowed, all in the second half. So 40 minutes on the clock. Bobcats will control the kickoff to begin here tonight. At midfield to take the kickoff, Claire Bonzer sends it back. A little bit of a shift in that opening lineup as Fati Ramirez manning the center back spot. And that one out on the near side for a Wildcat throw-in. Vincent to throw in. And in midfield, Katie Gomez-Reyes pushes it aside. Humboldt comes up with it for a moment. Kristen calling for it. Ball back towards midfield. Off the mark from cross. Fatima Ramirez, number 10 for the Bobcats, on that defensive line, a position very familiar with a year ago. She's played more midfield this year. Aldis sends it out to the near side to Jansen. Gomez-Reyes. Chip shot ahead, deflected by Humboldt. Back to Jansen. I believe that was a handball, and so it will be a Bobcat free kick. Jansen setting up. And puts this one ahead. Deflected away. Gomez-Reyes tries to deflect it to Halstead. Halstead puts a foot on it. Not a strong contention. And now back to a retreating Isabella Moraz. Gomez-Reyes. Good ball on the edge. Back to Moraz. Now back to Gomez. Gomez ahead. Can they track it down? No, the keeper will be out. As Detman pick that one up on the edge of the 18 and look to boot it back towards midfield. It's a high bounce off the pitch. All turf field here at Leonard Cole Field. Wildcats used to playing on grass on their home pitch, about 2 hours away from here. Good throw in. Jansen is there, almost set to clear it. Valdez with a great save and runs out as the ball was running away from her. As Jansen got in the mix there, a shot was taken. But Bobcats keep it scoreless here in the first 3 minutes of our match. Gomez-Reyes, a nice chip shot ahead, but too far in front. Kara Halstead. So a throw-in for Vincent. And the throw-in off of Georgia Jansen, and Humboldt will do it all over again at midfield. Ramirez tracking it down, and Jansen keeps it in the field of play, but out on Humboldt for a Bobcat throw-in. That'll be a throw-in for the Humboldt Wildcats. Chip shot back towards the center. And Ramirez finally puts a foot on it back towards midfield. Halstead waiting for that one to come to her. It was knocked away momentarily. And now Aranza Gonzalez loses it for Humboldt. Cut off by the defensive line. Aldez Chavez will boot this one away. And the defensive line is there to push the chance away momentarily, as tracking it down is Carolina Cross, and a throw-in, a last touch by the Wildcats. Throw it off the line. Humboldt will keep it in the attacking half. A bit of a missed touch. Humboldt will fight it with Oranza Gonzalez. Crosses back there to clear it away. Goes Mraz. Good back and forth with Gomez Reyes. Mraz tripped up, and that will be out on Humboldt. And Mraz will take the throw in quickly, finding Gomez Reyes. And Ramirez has it poked away. Jansen can't stop the attack by Vincent. Kaylee Vincent to the far side. Waiting on side. Here's the attack. Sofia Valdez-Chavez down to a knee. Makes the stop. Genesee Telez to Cross. Cross looking ahead to Kristen. And Telez. Good pass to Bonser. Gets the feed back on the far side. Telez on the edge of the 18 as she tried to chip it back towards Bonser. It was poked away and finally cleared by the Wildcats. Throw into Kristen off of her feet and eventually pushed out by the Wildcats. We'll do it all over again as Carolina Cross, the sophomore, will throw in for the Bobcats. Bonser on the edge of the 18 has it taken away again. Good find over Katie Gomez Reyes. Takes a long shot, but this one will be sailed high for a goal kick to come for Elena Detman. Kristen Bonser. And she'll put that one towards the keeper in Detman, but an easy, clean save. And Detman will boot this one back. Bobcats deflected it at midfield. Humboldt coming away with it. Sophomore Sadie Hubble trying to attack there, but back in a counterattack. Now to Kristen from Bonser. Kristen back to Bonser. Bonser tries to put a good foot on it. And Humboldt had a Wildcat there. And off the foot of Caroline Cross, but they say last touch by Humboldt, so Cross will see the throw in. And Humboldt will give it right back to the Bobcats for a throw in again. Elise Olsen, a captain on the squad, kicks it off of Kristen for a Wildcat throw-in. Valdez way out from goal. An ill-timed kick right there, taken by Hubble. And a good job to clear it away by Gianna Gomez, the freshman defender on the left back spot. Able to push that one away and clear it. It sets up an attacking third throw-in, though, for the Wildcats. Gomez got a piece of that, and so back to Valdez as she'll look to find someone upfield. Olstead, the intended target, but takes a high bounce off the turf. Olsen kicks it ahead, but again, Valdez is there. Good challenge by Genesee Telez, and that will win a throw-in quickly to Bonser. Lost it at her feet. Try for Halstead at the penalty arc. And eventually cleared away by Gonzalez for Humboldt. Harklaw will push this ahead, but intercepted. Good find to Kristen. A great pass ahead. Kristen time to turn around on it, but again, Humboldt has a defender there. Telez trying to find Mraz. Katie Gomez-Reyes set up for Bonzer on the edge of the 18. Deflected. Humboldt cannot clear. Mraz back to Gomez-Reyes. And Telez loses it. Gomez moves up. Gives it over to the wing. Carolina cross. Can she get a crosser in? Oh, a good slip-through move. Crosses it in. Deflected off of Humboldt and a corner one. Genesee Telez will take the corner for the Bobcats early here. An opportunity. As we play just over 10 minutes now. Starting a little bit ahead of schedule here tonight with the long road trip for the Humboldt Wildcats. Good ball into the box, deflecting around. Humboldt tried to clear it away. Can the Cats get a foot on it? No, they cannot. Pushed out of the box. In the middle, I believe that was Elise Olsen, who the senior captain was able to push that one out of there late. But ball bouncing around in the box, and the Bobcats could not find anyone to put a foot on it. And a throw in down from the near side for Adeline Vincent. Ramirez back to track that one down and can't keep it in play. An attacking third throw in here for the Wildcats as Aranza Gonzalez will look to take it quickly. Harklaw passed it, pushed away by Ramirez. Now ball at midfield. Good feed by Halstead out to Mraz, but just a touch in front. As we take a look at our Tyler Pashong State Farm replay, nearly a handball in the middle of things as Halstead was trying to turn around and look on that one, but not able to do anything with it. Jansen, I'm not sure if she deflected that one. No, it is going to be a goal kick to come. And our far side AR indicating potentially. No, I thought he was going to rule offside, but it is just going to be a goal kick to come as that was out on the Humboldt Wildcats on the end line. Telez. She'll look ahead for Kristen. And that one a little too hot to handle for Kristen as the Wildcats will let it roll out for a throw-in. Sophia Valdez will boot this one back towards midfield. As Charlie Smith has checked in for the Wildcats at midfield, fielding that one, passes to Vincent. Vincent sends it ahead as Valdez will come out to pick that one up, as well as Gianna Gomez was retreating as well on that defensive line. Couple more substitutions. Winnie Hayden is in, number 21 for Humboldt. Ellen Olsen, a freshman, has checked in as well for the Humboldt Wildcats. As Zoe Montag has come out of the match, as well as Charlie Smith. That one was just out on the far side. It will be a throw-in for the Bobcats. So we've now cleared 15 minutes into our match. Both teams kind of feeling out this game. Past 2 years, 2025 and 24 season. Both teams played to a 1-0 game, as it was the Bobcats winning both matchups. So, third season in a row. We'll see how this one pans out for both squads here tonight, as Mraz tracks down a ball. Back to Halstead. Halstead back to Mraz, and she can't get there in time. So a throw in for the Wildcats. Olivia Harklaw has checked out, and Charlie Smith, about a 10-second breather, was over there on the sideline. Katie Gomez-Reyes intercepting the throw-in. Halstead pushed off the ball. Mraz will let it go out for a Bobcat throw-in. Finds Katie Gomez-Reyes. Ball into the box. Takes a favorable bounce. Bonser puts a head on it, but it's wide right of the goal as Bonser was looking for goal number 14 on the season, but couldn't get enough of a good touch on that header opportunity. And it will be a goal kick to come for the Wildcats as we take a look at our Tyler Pashung State Farm replay. That's the thing about Humboldt playing on natural grass. You sometimes don't get those kind of bounces that you do here on the turf. And so the Bobcats playing that one well. Bonser with the opportunity, and now Wildcats with a throw-in ahead as Jansen will go back to track this one down and take the throw-in. As it bounces out, DJ Norm there, one of the assistant coaches for the Bobcats, helping Jansen out. Good throw in by Jansen, finds Halstead ahead. Mraz works it to Gomez-Reyes, pushes it to Halstead, but not enough on the pass. And back to the back line in Ramirez. Georgia Jansen going back to her basketball days, setting a screen right there. I don't know if there are screens in soccer, but Georgia Jansen wearing that captain band. Figure why not give it a go. Numbers for the Bobcats. And a counterattack here. Halstead misplays it, and that'll shut down the attack as Vincent wins it back. Could have an opportunity. It's a one-on-one with the keeper, but offside is the call, and it sails wide of the goal. Sadie Humboldt, the sophomore, with 2 goals on the season, just offside. And a free kick to come as we take a look. Oh, boy, that is a tight offside if I've ever seen one, as Humboldt looked to be maybe just a hair onside there, but our assistant referee on the far side with the best look said yes, just offside. And so the free kick away, and Humboldt wins it right back as Vincent takes over. Ramirez pokes it away. Telez. Physicality being won early on here by Humboldt. Cross to Kristen. Pass was behind her. And that one over the head of Ramirez. Boots it up, heads it, and one back by the Wildcats. Well, early on here, as the Bobcats move it back into the attacking half, Kristen. And a mistouch there, and a throw-in for the Wildcats. Seems to be the Bobcats with a little bit more of the speed advantage. But Humboldt with that physicality advantage here tonight, as Olivia Harklaw has checked back into the match. And Zoe Montag is back in as well for the Humboldt Wildcats. Ronza Gonzalez has checked out, as well as Sadie Hubble, as we take a look at that screen set by Georgia Jansen. The senior, very good at doing that on the basketball floor, but Not quite sure that is totally legal here on the soccer pitch. We are midway through our match day here on KFJB-TV. Brandon Lewis with you. Be sure to hit the like buttons and support our coverage. We appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to KFJB-TV. We just passed the 2,000 subscriber mark. We appreciate that support. Turn on those notifications. Don't miss any upcoming Bobcat games. We have a really good one for you on Monday night as well in boys soccer as they take on the Ankeny Hawks. 7:30 is kickoff here at Leonard Cole Field. Good ball ahead to Mraz. Can she get to it in time? Trying to find the angle. Chip shots it in. Backside. Kristen misses on the header. It could have been a goal, but it was not. And a ball back towards the center. Pounded in, but no. It's deflected away as Genesee Telez gave it a chance. Deflected again by Humboldt in the middle of the box. Kristen, she'll take a hard fall, and that will be a foul. And a free kick from about 25 yards out from goal. Let's look at that ball again from Mraz. Great ball into the box. Kristen just overran it. And backside, get a second chance opportunity, but Humboldt was there to deflect. And so Claire Bonser with her 13 goals to lead the Bobcats will take the free kick. 25 yards out from goal. Here it goes. This is a good ball. It's in the back of the nets. 1-0 Bobcats and the 14th goal of the year for Claire Bonser. Well, Claire Bonser putting together a special season as we take a look at the Tyler Prashunk State Farm replay. Detman went to her left, but not able to get there in time. 6 goals she has allowed this year. And the Bobcats lead it 1-0. So 21 minutes into our match, Claire Bonser gives the Bobcats the early lead. Last night, Bobcats on the road at Waterloo West had a 2-0 lead at halftime, but ended up ceding 3 goals in the second half. They were able to pound in a couple more and win that 4-3. A bouncing ball towards the keeper, and Sofia Valdez-Chavez picks it up. Halstead hits the turf, and a foul called on Elise Olsen. And so at midfield, a free kick. Apparently, according to our very own Keith Stewart, a warning was handed out from her head referee on head coach Rod Mooney on that last foul call. Here's Telez with an opportunity. A good save. Bouncing out. An own goal! An own goal will be put in as Genesee Telez put it on net. And Humboldt tried to clear it. I believe that was Elise Olsen, the captain in the middle there, trying to clear it away. And unfortunately, it finds just inside for the own goal. And I believe that was Elise Olsen, number 14 for the Humboldt Wildcats. In our 22nd minute, 2-0 Bobcats. Well, we mentioned that as part of our key to the game, but we mentioned that for the Bobcats on the defensive end on those second chance opportunities. Mraz missing on that one, but yeah, we mentioned Bobcats on the defensive end, communicating, not allowing any second chances in the box, but that goes to the side of the Humboldt Wildcats here tonight as the Bobcats with that 2-0 lead, looking for win number 5 of the season. Ball at the feet of Kristen. Misplays it. Now deflected of the Wildcats. Bonser comes up with it, puts a shot on net, but slow roller down to the knee for Detman and holds that one in cleanly. Throw-in awarded for Jansen. As we approach the 25th minute here tonight. And if you're just joining us, Claire Bonser scored in the 21st minute on a free kick, 25 yards out from goal. Then an own goal by Elise Olsen in the 22nd minute to make it a 2-0 advantage for the Bobcats. Gomez Reyes looks ahead as she gets the feed. Measuring things up to Mraz now on the wing. Mraz tries to cross her, deflected off of Adeline Vincent, and that will be a corner kick to come for the Bobcats. I believe it is Genesee Telez sprinting over to take the corner, and it is. So Genesee Telez, just her second start of the season here tonight, will send the ball into the box. Halstead tried to knock that one down and turn around on it. I believe she got the hand just a little bit high, and a free kick to come here for the Wildcats. Oh, Bonser takes a hard one to the face. A play on here. Kaylee Vincent working it ahead on the far side. Plays it back towards center at the penalty arc. Hard claw. Can't get a great touch on that one as Valdez comes up with it. That one over to the Bobcat bench. And a throw in for the Wildcats. Ellen Olsen, freshman midfielder, was going to take it, but moving up is Adeline Vincent, the junior. And the Bobcats intercept the throw in. A lot of kicks bouncing off the players here tonight as Katie Gomez-Reyes takes another one. Raz tracking it down on the touchline. I believe that did not go all the way over the touchline. Can ride on the touchline, it just cannot go all the way over. Wildcat fans not happy about that, and so they or that throw-in, ball into the box, and a great job by Sofia Valdez-Chavez right on the spot to handle the kickoff of the foot of Aranza Gonzalez-Garcia. Here's Kristen. And too much of a touch on that one. And a throw-in awarded for Humboldt. Too far of a clearance for Fati Ramirez. Kick by Vincent, but offside. Mistimed to the far side, and so a free kick to come for the Bobcats. Here in the 30-minute mark. Bobcats still hanging on to their 2-0 lead. Gomez-Reyes in midfield. Jansen, good find to Mraz. Looks for the crosser. Gets its way through. Kristen backside, can't get enough on it. Tries again, mistimes it. And I believe that's off of cross for a goal kick to come. Take a look at our Tyler Pashong State Farm replay. Great ball by Mraz. Kristen all by herself, but could not get enough momentum on that one. Should have been 3-0 at that point, but unfortunately just play did not work out. Kristen, who celebrated her birthday on Wednesday, will be our Cat Connection coming up at halftime tonight. She was our Athlete of the Week last week. Really good performance against Lincoln with a couple goal nights. And a foul called. And again, about 15 yards out from goal. Bobcats will have another free kick. Just a little bit of a push right there, indicated from our head referee. And so Claire Bonser, from nearly the same spot, made it 1-0 in our 21st minute. As we are now on our 30th minute. Bonser to take it. And this one a clean save for Detman. And there was the late push by Kaylee Vincent that drew the foul as Katie Gomez-Reyes hit the turf. Bonser to Kristen. Great pass. Kristen cut off, though. McKinley Mathis, junior defender, will watch this one go out. It looked like it was going to be a Bobcat throw-in, and now our head referee does indicate that is what the call will be, as our AR on the far side had ruled a throw-in for the Wildcats. Katie Gomez-Reyes cut off and trying to field that throw-in. Bobcats back to Ramirez on the defensive line. Chips it ahead to Holstead. Bonser misses on cutting it off, but now Katie Gomez-Reyes has it. Up to Mraz, too far, a throw-in for the Wildcats. Vincent taking the throw-in and kicked away by Katie Gomez. Do it all over again with Vincent. This one off Jansen. She is targeting Bobcats. Trying to slowly and methodically work the throw-ins up the pitch. Throw-in will come from Ellen Olson this time. Ramirez clears it away. Olson heads it off the high bounce. Katie Gomez-Reyes. Jansen, a strong kick ahead. Deflected and finds Bonser. Now Kristen wide open. 30 yards out from goal. We'll see if she takes a shot, but no, she is ruled offside. Take a look at it here. Oh, man. We have had a few very, very close offside calls here tonight in our match. I'll cede to our producer, Dave. Offside? Dave is saying no offside. So we are one apiece. Humboldt, we thought, not offside, ruled offside. Bobcats there look like to be just barely onside. Ball towards Sofia Valdez. And she'll boot this one back towards midfield. Teles settles it. And Humboldt kicks it away. Is coming away with it is Vincent. To counterattack. Waiting on the pass is Harklaw. Harklaw. Squibber towards Valdez. No threat there. Halstead putting a hand up to shield that sun out of her eyes as she looks for that long kick. I believe, no offside call here. Ramirez pushing aside Olivia Hartclaw, and I believe a foul is going to be called on this. Ramirez not wanting to leave that one to chance, just taking over there. And so for the free kick, it'll be Kaylee Vincent to take it for the Wildcats. .26 yards out from goal. And this one will be sailed through the uprights to the field goal post, and a goal kick to come. Back onto the pitch, Charlie Smith for the Wildcats. I believe that is Ellen Olson hustling off. There is Ramirez going through Olivia Hartclaw. Jansen finds its way to Mraz. Katie Gomez-Reyes, strong boot ahead. Takes a favorable bounce for Kristen. Kristen shields the defender, leaves it behind for Bonzer. Can they get something here? Telez takes the long shot on a bounce. Out from goal, comes out of the hand of Detman and then gathers it back in. So 35 minutes and still 2-0 Bobcats with a goal by Bonzer and an own goal on Humboldt. Gomez hustling back, and Valdez Chavez will pick it up. Job by the left back and Gianna Gomez. Katie Gomez-Reyes off of her right foot. It bounces ahead to Claire Bonzer. Feeds out near side to Mraz. Montag almost cut it off. Now feed back to Mraz. Can she get there? No, she will not. Throw in for the Wildcats awarded. Katie Gomez-Reyes, turnover. Jansen, though, settles it down. And up off the foot of Mraz and off of the foot of our very own Keith Stewart on the sideline. Ramirez has it poked away. And Sand pushed that one out for a Bobcat throw-in. Jansen with a strong throw-in. Taken away by Vincent. Trying to find Sadie Hubble. And Ramirez kicks off of Hubble. Raz, a great turnover there. Bonzer try to pass it ahead for Kira Halstead. It was intercepted. Katie Gomez-Reyes looking ahead for Halstead. She's got to hustle. And she slows down, knowing that one will work its way out on the goal line. And a goal kick to come here for Humboldt. For the final 2 minutes before halftime. Bobcats will let it go out for a throw-in. Humboldt wins it back off the throw-in. And that will be a Bobcat throw in as Gianna Gomez put it off of Humboldt, and Gomez will throw in. And now it will go the other way back to Humboldt as we are now under a minute to go before halftime. Fatima Ramirez tracks that one down. Hanson at midfield, giving it a challenge. Humboldt on the counterattack. Sadie Hubble has it poked away. And a throw in for Humboldt with just about 10 seconds to go.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
And a ball put towards Valdez, but no threat as we send it to halftime. Claire Bonzer with her 14th goal of the season gave the Bobcats the early lead. An own goal by the Wildcats extends it 2-0 at halftime at the pitch at Leonard Cole Field on Match Day on KFJB-TV.
Gear up for game day with Adlet Engraving and Screen Print. Spring and summer sports are here. We have you covered with apparel, awards, embroidery, with many options and ideas. Adlet Engraving and Screen Print, 307 Riverside in Marshalltown. Easy parking, delivery is available.
Refinance your auto loan with Members First Community Credit Union. For a limited time, refinance your auto loan from another lender and receive 1% cash back up to $500. Scan the QR code to apply online. Call us or visit a Members First branch.
At Marshalltown Community School District, students don't just prepare for the future, they shape it. Embrace the lead. From academic excellence to college and career readiness, our schools support every student's journey. With strong student support, a wide range of extracurricular opportunities, engaging fine arts programs, and hands-on learning experiences. There's something here for everyone. Marshalltown Community School District, where they embrace the lead to ensure success tomorrow.
Scooter's Coffee is going bananas, literally. Treat yourself to banana bread hot or iced lattes, creamy latte blenders, and fresh banana bread muffins. Need something refreshing? Sip a berry spritz soda, light, bubbly, and perfect any time of day. Craving cozy? Try salted caramel waffle lattes, hot or iced, or a smooth sea salt caramelicious as a latte, cold brew, or blender. And don't forget the French toasty sandwich, warm, sweet, and satisfying. Plus, Cinnalicious drinks are here for a limited time. Scooter's Coffee, amazing people, amazing drinks, amazingly fast.
Have Van Wyck Wood Builders design and build the storage shed you need. So many different options to choose from. Van Wyck Wood Builders, just 5 miles south of I-80 in Grinnell on Highway 146. Online at vanwyckwoodbuilders.com.
At halftime, 2-0, Bobcats with the lead. And the first 5-10 minutes or so, for sure, it was a good feeling out process between Humboldt and Marshalltown here tonight. As Humboldt with an early opportunity, but Chavez, Sophie Valdez Chavez, very good in goal here tonight with a few chances from Humboldt's way. In the 21st minute tonight, Bobcats found goal off of a free kick off a foul, and Claire Bonzer, 25 yards out from goal, picks up her 14th goal of the season and made it 1-0. Rod Mooney, head coach for Humboldt, given a warning for arguing that foul from her head referee. And then just 1 minute later, off of a really nice shot taken by Tellez, the Wildcats tried to clear as Elise Olsen tried to clear it away, but unfortunately she cleared it into the back of the net for an own goal after the Tellez shot was taken. And so that's where we stand. 2-0 at halftime. Coming up, it is our Cat Connection. We'll visit with the birthday girl. She celebrated her birthday on Wednesday as Lilia Kristen. The senior with 4 goals on the season will be our Tyler Pashong State Farm Cat Connection coming up. You're locked into our halftime coverage. All brought to you by Scouting America, Mid-Iowa Council. Adventure on online at scoutingiowa.org.
I didn't really have much growing up, but I did have a mom, and she gave me a strong foundation. She signed me up for Scouts. I quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Showed me how to take responsibility, how to work with other people, and how to become a leader. That made me a better athlete on the field. Scouting made me the man I am today.
When you're craving something quick, tasty, and satisfying, think your Marshalltown Dairy Queens. From hot made-to-order favorites like burgers, chicken strips, and fries to the Dairy Queen classics you love, blizzards, cones, sundaes, and shakes. Be sure to check out the monthly featured treats and limited-time favorites, always giving you something new to try. Whether it's lunch, dinner, or a sweet treat, just because. Your Marshalltown Dairy Queens has you covered. 2 convenient locations, South Center Street and North 3rd Avenue in Marshalltown, where happy tastes good every day.
The Cat Connection, powered by State Farm, mtownproud.com.
It is our Cat Connection, all presented by Tyler Prashong, State Farm, mtownproud.com. Leah Kristen, birthday today. How's it been so far?
It's been pretty good.
And you're in your senior year. I understand you had 0 classes today too?
I did have 1 class.
You did have one?
I skipped it, but yeah.
You might as well take your senior skip day on senior day and your birthday. So anyway, you're recently our athlete of the week. Had a really nice game against Lincoln, a couple goals that night. Got some good setups from your teammates. Being up there, in kind of that striker center forward spot, tell me about what your job is, or what your kind of assignment is, what you're trying to look and find those seams and things like that.
Yeah, I just try to look for like our fielders. If like there's people coming onto them, I have to yell at them, and then they usually just send me a nice pass up, and I usually just finish, shoot, try to score, but half the time it doesn't happen.
Of course, 6 goals a year ago. You're trying to one-up that in your senior season. What have you kind of been working on in the off season to set yourself up for success this year?
I did cross country, and so that helped with the running part, and then I went to a couple open gyms over the winter, and that kind of helped get a few touches on the ball.
Yeah. Some people who don't know soccer, the ins and outs of it, they see it as a lot of running, but I mean that is the main focus of it. So how much do you feel like that kind of helped your endurance and being able to go back down and forth?
I mean, I try to pick the position that has the least amount of running. So, but yeah, cross country help. Yeah, it helps a lot. Yeah. So.
Cam Nearing taking over, a little bit of a change in how the formation is set up. How does that kind of impacted the season early on for the better, as far as how you feel playing this style and everybody around you?
I think it's a good formation that she picked out. We probably weren't ready for it for our first game, but after a couple practices, we kind of did a bunch of triangle passing that really helped with the formation.
Yeah, you've been able to rattle off some wins, like I mentioned, the Lincoln game and Hoover and things like that, so some positive results. Did you kind of lay out some goals, things like that, heading into this season for the team?
I think just keeping a winning record and just finding success and using this as a building year for Cameron, especially because we lost key players last year. So.
Of course, being on the attack, how much do you feel like it's one of those things where obviously you've got 11 of you out there, you've got kind of your different parts, you've got the defensive line, the midfielders working back and forth. How key is that to stay, communication-wise and communicating and telling everybody, here's what, maybe a passing lane or maybe they're attacking a different way?
Obviously, communication is a big part of soccer. I'd say for the past couple games we haven't been too great on it, but we're really working on that, and that's probably the key to winning is communication.
Yeah. Birthday plans?
Going out to eat.
Okay, all right. Not getting too wild with your birthday celebration. Last question for you, of course, in your senior year, what do you have kind of lined up afterwards?
My college plan?
Yeah, college plans.
I'm going to go to University of Iowa.
Okay. So. All right. What are you studying?
Human physiology.
Well, yeah, you're going to challenge yourself not only on the soccer pitch, but in the classroom as well, right?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Lilia.
Thank you.
All right. That is Lilia Kristen with our Cat Connection. All brought to you by Tyler Prashong, State Farm, mtownproud.com.
From the 2018 tornado to the 2020 derecho, Marshalltown has faced adversity, but our community has become stronger and M-Town proud. At Tyler Pashong State Farm Agency in Marshalltown, we have options for home, auto, life, and business. Our goal is to give you choices that impact in a positive way. As we have found out firsthand, life is never predictable, but you should always be prepared. Head to mtownproud.com to see how we can best fit your needs. We'd love to talk to you about what makes you M-Town proud.
Welcome back to Leonard Colt Field. 2-0 at halftime. Claire Bonser with her 14th goal of the season and an own goal by Humboldt. And after 40 minutes of play, it is 2-0 Bobcats as we take a look 25 yards out from goal. Claire Bonser putting it past Lena Detman to give the Bobcats that early lead at home here tonight. Tried to win back-to-back nights as they were on the road at Waterloo West last night. Just about ready to get the second half started. So underway here as Sofia Valdez-Chavez picks that one up. As Kristen keeps that one in play on the near side and eventually out. And that one was a close call. It is going to be a throw-in for the Bobcats as Cross will take it quickly. And Cross will do it all over again. Up to Kristen, and off of her toe out for a Humboldt throw-in. Let's take a look at a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what they can do for you. Locations in Ames, State Center, and in West Des Moines, and plenty of action going on around the state here tonight. We are one of the earlier matches to get going. For Dodge taking on Des Moines East, we don't have any score updates at this point in time. Waterloo West and Waterloo East. North takes on Mason City tonight in the Iowa Alliance Conference, as well as Iowa City West and Iowa City High. Des Moines Roosevelt and Ames, a good matchup there. And of course, Bobcats recently saw Ames. That is the scoreboard update. Again, all brought to you by Central State Bank. We'll keep an eye on scores. Bobcats coming off that win against Waterloo West last night, 4-3. They lost to Colfax Mingo earlier this week, 9-2. Of course, Colfax Mingo in the top 15 in the latest rankings. Ames also ranked a 4-0 loss to Ames. For the Bobcats, before that one on a 3-game winning streak against Columbus Catholic, Hoover, and Lincoln as well. And, of course, stand at 500 coming in to the night. Looking for win number 5, and with that 2-0 lead. Of course, the goal in the 21st minute by Claire Bonser and the own goal in the 22nd minute. Valdez Chavez is out. Jansen over to Cross on the near side. Kristen trying to get there, but not there in time. And changing sides for the goal kick. Mraz, Gomez-Reyes trying to feed it back to Mraz, but off the line. Off the foot of Humboldt now. Harklaw chips it up. Ramirez wins it back for the Bobcats. And over Mraz's way, but out for a Wildcat throw-in. Scoreboard creating a little bit of shadows on the Humboldt defensive side, but still quite a ways away from sunset here tonight. But a beautiful night, 61 degrees, about 62 at kickoff, so a light breeze out of the west as the Wildcats take a throw-in. Jansen gets a leg on that one. Bonser trying to counterattack and ends up losing it. Ross near side, wins it back. Kristen trying to time up a run. She's got two Wildcats around her. And not enough on the pass from Kristen over to Bonser. Gomez-Reyes was trying to find Halstead through a passing lane, but cut off. Now Jansen wins it back for the Bobcats. Cross charging ahead. Chips it to Kristen off of her left foot and cleared away by Humboldt for a Bobcat throw-in.
Substitution for the Bobcats, number 3, Genesis Kellett.
So that one out on the end line and a corner kick to come for the Bobcats. So nearly 7 minutes gone in our second half. Jansen takes a throw in. Now back to the back line to Ramirez. And she'll dribble away from some pressure. And she'll bring it upfield. And turn back over. And luckily there is Jetta Gomez, as the counterattack was going to be favorable for Humboldt, but Katie Gomez-Reyes comes up with this one. Halstead lost it at the bottom of her feet. She was looking around for it. Bonser now. Over to the wing. Can the Bobcats get across her? They will. Bonser tries to put a foot up. Halstead pokes it through. It's in. A goal. Kira Halstead, her 5th goal of the season. So our 48th minute, Kira Halstead, her 5th goal of the year, and it's now 3-0 Bobcats as we take a look at our Tyler Pashong State Farm replay. Great crosser. Bonser just missed on it, but Halstead pounds that one in backside as she beats the keeper in Elena Detman and extends it to a 3-0 lead for the Bobcats. Halstead had been trying all night, but just had not really been able to find the good touch. And right there she did for the 5th goal of the season. Wildcats have a late opportunity on the goal line. It's out. Sailing it behind the goal. And Valdez Chavez with a goal kick to come. I believe offside might have been the call, so yes, it was. I did not see the flag raised on the near side, but a free kick to come for Georgia Jansen, and offside the call. Good cutoff by Jansen on the defensive line. Jansen out to the far side. Mraz sticking with it. Bonser trying to get there, and she will not. Although it will be a corner kick to come for the Bobcats. So defensive line couldn't quite clear that one away, and another favorable setup here for the Bobcats on the attacking end with the corner. Ball will be sent into the box. Oh, it is deflected, and I believe that is Kristen in the middle of the pack as it went over the head of Claire Bonser. And Lilia Kristen ends up with her 6th goal of the season. It's 4-0 Bobcats. We'll get a look at the replay. And over the head of Bonser and just tipped in there by Lilia Kristen. Well, the goals tonight, we've had 4 of them now, and each time they come pretty much in bunches, and that one just skimming off of Lily Kristen for the goal. So that one in the 50th minute here tonight. 4-0 lead for the Bobcats. They scored in the 21st and 22nd minute and the 48th and 50th minute here tonight. Valdez is out from goal to pick it up. Kristen, pass over to Cross and off of her right foot for a throw-in for Humboldt. Takes a favorable bounce for Humboldt here. Here goes Charlie Smith. She'll send it in. Not enough power on that one as Valdez will pick it up cleanly. High bounce, Halstead trying to get to it. Humboldt puts it back in the attacking half. As Ramirez watches it bounce to her keeper in Sophie Valdez Chavez. Out to Cross near side, and she cannot keep it in play. A Humboldt throw-in. Bailey Corona is on the sideline at midfield, getting ready to check in. Flag was up, but the Bobcats controlled the touch. Offside was getting ready to be called. Humboldt is onside this time. Aranza Gonzalez. Ramirez wins it back. Humboldt fans not happy about that challenge, but a play on from our head referee. It's Bella Moraz up to Gomez Reyes. Katie Gomez-Reyes losing that one for a Wildcat throw-in. Free ball, Kristen. Cross. Trying to find Bonser, but too high of a bounce for Bonser. And now Mraz. Gomez-Reyes boots it ahead. Humboldt will clear it for a Bobcat throw-in, and this will allow the substitution to come in as we take a look at that last. What Humboldt fans had hoped as a foul, but no call, as we do have Malay Corona checking in, as well as Kaylee Nunez in for the Bobcats, as Genesee Telez and Isabella Mraz have come off the pitch. Bonser, Kristen scrambling, and a little bit of contact with the keeper in Detman. And with that contact, no harm, no foul, but it was a foul in the end. And a free kick awarded for the Humboldt Wildcats as both players checked on each other as Leah Kristen and Lena Detman. Ross tracks it down. Humboldt just pushed that one away at the last second. And they will again, and so at midfield, Bobcats will have another throw-in. Isabella Mraz did check out with that substitution, and now she's getting her right knee looked at by the head trainer on the sideline. Smith heads it, and Ramirez takes it away. Throw in for Humboldt. Substitution for Humboldt. Olivia Harklaw is back into the match. Ellen Olsen will take the throw in. It bounces through a couple of Wildcats on the edge of the 18. Oh, contact in the box is hitting the turf is Charlie Smith. And offside was the call. So that will be a free kick for the Bobcats. Looked like Smith must have just been a touch offside. And so Ramirez will line up for the free kick here. That one eats up Corona. Back to Ramirez, who sends it back ahead. Targeting Bonser. A header over to Halstead. Back to Bonser, was cut off. Hayden Smith pushes it aside, and a throw in for the Bobcats as we take a look. Yes, definitely offside was Charlie Smith. That one was the very correct call by our AR on the near side. At the penalty arc, Bobcats and Wildcats miss on it. Deflected by Kristen, keeps it in the attacking third. Here's Cross. Pass deflected. And that pass off the mark from Gianna Gomez. Gomez scrambles back. And over to Ramirez. Back to Gomez. Chip shot up to Cross is off the mark. Deflected away. Corona up to Cross. Kristen was offside. This one will come back for a free kick. As our far side assistant referee, and now our head referee indicates yes, offside. The call on Lilia Kristen, I believe. So no, a goal kick called. All right. Kristen looked like she touched it before it went out on the goal line, so Maybe not, but regardless, it looked like offside was the initial call, but this one out on the near side. I believe a throw-in now awarded to the Bobcats. And it is just sneaking out on the near side of the flag. To Corona. Now to Cross. Into the box. Taking one bounce. And on the hop, Detman catches it. Detman again. Jansen put a foot on it, lost it. And now the Wildcats kick it out for a Bobcat throw-in as Jansen will quickly take this one up ahead to Halstead. Halstead can't put a touch on it. Now deflected to Corona. Good slip-through move. She was hung up there. Yeah, a little bit of the leg sticking out. A good call from our head referee. And this will be a free kick to come for the Bobcats as we approach 60 minutes played. It'll be Ramirez moving up from that back line. He's center back to take the free kick. 40 yards out from goal. Deflected across, misplays it, and a goal kick to come. Into the box on one hop again. Kristen was challenging, but Detman is there first. Gomez Reyes. Corona could not get a foot on that. Here goes Humboldt on the counterattack. Jansen nearly stops the attack for a moment. All deflecting around. Humboldt, now Jansen will take it away in the end. Looking ahead to Halstead. And that will be out on Humboldt for a Bobcat throw-in. Ramirez tracking it down. She'll play it back to Sofia Valdez. And they say out on the Wildcats. So throw in for Gianna Gomez. And it's Isabella Moraz who is getting that right knee looked at. Looks to be okay. And she'll check back into her match, replacing Kaylee Nunez, the freshman who checked in on the wing on the far side. Katie Gomez Reyes to Kristen, and mistouched. Humboldt will boot that one out on the near side for a Bobcat throw-in. And that throw-in goes off Kristen for a Humboldt throw-in. Ramirez tracks it down. Younger sister of Yuri Ramirez, who graduated a year ago, second on the team in goals a year ago, but comes from a family with good soccer knowledge. That is for sure. As Mati Ramirez able to mix it up this year, as good play by Sophia Valdez to come out for that ball, not let it come to her and give Humboldt any sort of a shot to get their first goal of the night. Kristen. Gomez. Oh, Gomez ends up on the turf, and a late foul called, and a free kick to come here, and Humboldt fans do not like that call again. Gomez hitting the turf there hard after making contact with Ellen Olson. So the free kick to come, and Lena Garcia, who had 8 out of 8 starts, her first non-start here tonight, will come off the bench. And she'll play left back. And Boots went ahead for Bonser. Deflected away. Bonser gets it back in the end. Corona comes up with it, tries to pass it to Bonser. Chip shots it ahead. Bonser will work ahead at the penalty arc. Cleared by Humboldt. It's not taking a favorable bounce, and it's a corner kick for the Bobcats. So nearing 65 minutes played. Bobcats with a 4-0 lead. Bonser, Halstead, Kristen with goals and an own goal by Humboldt. And now Claire Bonser will take this corner kick. Low line drive set and cleared. We'll do it all over again. Pass to Garcia off the corner. Garcia sends it in. At the penalty arc, Corona can't get a foot on it. Fati Ramirez tries to put that one in. Deflected out towards midfield. Jansen tracks back for it. To Garcia, who's played real well this year. A little bit of a missed touch there, though. Sadie Hubble has it. Garcia marking on her. Hubble gets past, sends it in. It's off the goal line, and a goal kick to come for the Bobcats. As we have played now 65 minutes. A couple substitutions. Zoe Montag and Brooklyn Cutter are into the match, as Gwenny Hayden has checked off the pitch, as it looks like Sadie Hubble maybe dealing with an ankle injury there after trying to track that one down, limping just a little bit. She checks off the pitch. Cross. Bonser finds that one. Raz putting her hand out. She'll get the ball ahead from Bonser. A great pass. Up high, Kristen trying to track it down, but Detman will be there first. Thrown awarded for the Wildcats. Katie Gomez-Reyes comes away with it. Good find up to Bonser. Leaves it for Halstead. Halstead on the edge of the 18 sends it into the box, but Detman is out to make the save. Garcia. And a Wildcat throw-in. Montag quickly takes it. Ramirez wins it back for the Bobcats. Off the feet of Halstead. Bonser. Raz tries to send it back to Bonser from the edge of the 18. Cleared out by Humboldt. Katie Gomez-Reyes. The long boot. Bonser ducks. And at the penalty arc, Bonser tries to head it back into the box. Wildcats look to clear it out. Cross will come up with it. Here's Corona. Kicks it up high. Deflected to the near side. Now to cross. Good move to get through. At the penalty arc, no one is there. Garcia sticks with it. The Wildcats go back in transition. Ramirez cuts off a pass. Now Garcia ahead. And a little contact with Olivia Harklaw. With Fatima Ramirez into a free kick to come for the Wildcats. Ball deflecting around. And Sand was trying to push away through there to win it back for Humboldt. Try to create an opportunity, a little bit of a trip up with Mraz. And so a free kick going to be awarded as we approach the 70-minute. Good traveling crowd for Humboldt here tonight. And the stands here at Leonard Cole Field. And I believe that is going to be a corner kick awarded to Humboldt as they come in with 23 corners on the season in their 5 matches with the Bobcats. Here tonight, marking their 6th as the Bobcats have already played 8 matches this year, trying to make it 2 wins in a row after taking down Waterloo West last night, 4-3. And a corner taken here by Vince Sand. And Cross got a foot on that one. Humboldt retreats. Put it back towards the near side wing to Vince Sand. Trying to cross it. Great job by Sofia Valdez-Chavez to come out and reach up and snag that one. And shut down the opportunity for Humboldt. Raz pops this one up to Bonser. Finds its way to Kristen. Back to Bonser. Bonser charging in. And sending it to the penalty arc. Humboldt clears it away. Garcia keeps it in the attacking half. Katie Gomez-Reyes to Corona. Deflected again. And a trip up. That will be a foul on Corona. And a free kick to come here for the Wildcats as we have played 70 minutes here tonight. Great job by Sofia Valdez-Chavez right there as we take a look at our Tyler Pashong State Farm replay to work her way out from goal and grab that one. And don't allow any freebies here tonight. Corona gets tripped up. Cross deflects it away. Corona comes away with it. And now Humboldt in the end will have it. Ramirez cuts it off. Deflected away. Jansen is there, though. Jansen has it taken away. And Ramirez will work her way back. As Harklaw comes up with it. Jansen cuts it off. Katie Gomez-Reyes looks to mount a counterattack here. Good ball ahead for Mraz. There's numbers for the Bobcats. A crosser. Bonser, one touch, and deflected. And Detman saves it in the end, but Bonser with a good attack. There was a great pass by Katie Gomez-Reyes. Mraz put it to Bonser. She settled it and just couldn't quite put it in the back of the net, but a great opportunity. Kristen looked like she was maybe kicked there. Yeah, hobbling a little bit after some contact with Humboldt. Jansen moves the ball ahead. Finds Mraz on the far side. Sends in a crosser. A bouncer. Kristen Off her left foot. Oh, backside. Holstead punches it through. Her second goal of the match. 5-0 Bobcats. Kira Holstead with 6 goals on the season. In our 62nd minute, Kira Holstead, goal number 2 of the night. Kristen off the left foot. Humboldt couldn't clear, and backside past Detman. She did not get any help from her defensive line right there. And Kira Holstead with 2 goals on the night. And looking for win number 5 of the season. Bobcats well on their way there as we have just 7 minutes to play. Sophia Valdez out from goal to stop that one. And our near side assistant referee and our head referee will get together to chat for a moment. And I believe might have been some contact. I did not see what the call was.
It was contact in the box.
But a penalty awarded. And a penalty kick awarded here late after some discussion. A high chip shot. It's no good on the penalty kick. We'll get a good look at that one again, but the Wildcats awarded a penalty kick. And Kaylee Vincent, who came in 2 for 2 on the season, just sails it way over the crossbar with Valdez Chavez with the sun in her eyes. Not able to get the first goal of the game for the Humboldt Wildcats. So that was odd. We saw the assistant referee and the head referee come together. I did not see anything before that maybe would have led to that, but the penalty kick, no good by Kaylee Vincent. Jansen cuts it off. And sends that one off a Humboldt Wildcat for a Bobcat throw-in. So just under 5 minutes remaining in our match here tonight. Katie Gomez-Reyes tries to boot it ahead, but the Wildcats take it back over. And Fatima Ramirez cuts off the passing lane. Corona doesn't feel the pressure behind. Slipping on the ball is Zoe Montag. Frankie Long, she's checked into our match. This one out on the near side for a Bobcat throw-in. Bonzer, near side corner. We're going to power one into the box, deflecting around, and the Bobcats can't put a foot on it. And it will be another Bobcat throw-in from the near side, as taking it is Kaylee Nunez. Bonzer chips it in off the goal line, and a goal kick to come with 3.5 minutes remaining. Corona can't get a foot on it. Humboldt will work it ahead. And they will not get there in time. Got a throw in for the Bobcats. That one goes all the way down the track. We usually have a ton of helpers around here, but both of our helpers are down on the other end, playing a little passing back and forth. And the other one, I don't know what the other one on the end line is doing, but he's turning around the other way. Maybe here in the races at the Marshalltown Speedway. Garcia. That one deflected out on the goal line for a goal kick to come for Valdez Chavez. So 2 minutes remaining, 78 minutes through. That's all that stands between that and Bobcats getting to 5-4 on the season. As we take a look at the ball boys, they are not interested in helping the speed of play here tonight. They are focused on fun, and the Bobcats having fun tonight with a 5-0 lead. Carol Halstead with 2 goals here tonight, and unfortunately it looks like Claire Wilkie, a little bit of contact there, the trainer being called onto the pitch. As head coach Cameron Nearing will also come out and check on Wilkie with the injury. She was hobbling around pretty good. Heard a little bit of contact there as both players went for the ball. Let's get a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. Discover what Central State Bank can do for you. Locations in Ames State Center and in West Des Moines. Right now at halftime, Mason City trails Des Moines North 2-0. St. Albert is up on Council Bluffs Lincoln 2-0. Other matches of interest tonight: Roosevelt taking on Ames. Also Waterloo West and Waterloo East match up tonight, as well as Fort Dodge and Des Moines East. And a scoreboard update, all brought to you by Central State Bank. 5-0 is our score here at Leonard Cole Field. And the pitch as we take a look at the crowd on hand. As we'll take a look at our Tyler Pashong State Farm replay. Ooh, little buckle of the knee. Wilkie just getting caught up on that turf a little bit on her own. And so an unfortunate fall right there for Claire Wilkie. Hopefully the senior will be all right. But getting off the pitch on her own, but the turf monster just kind of caught her up there, and that's one thing about the turf. It's not as forgiving as grass, and so see that happen quite often as players just kind of get caught up in that turf. And fortunately, she does look to be all right. A header away and a throw in for the Bobcats. Shadows definitely starting to creep in on that west end as Bonzer puts one the way of Detman. Here's Ramirez. Deflected over towards the way of Frankie Long. And a throw in for the Bobcats. As we look at head coach Cameron Nearing. Getting win number 5 of the season here tonight as we count down our final seconds as Humboldt will have a late throw in. Or free kick, excuse me. Ramirez tracks it down. One pushed out of play for a throw-in for the Wildcats.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Corona will boot this one back the other way, and that will do it as full-time 5-0. Bobcats win it here tonight. Kira Halstead with 2 goals. Claire Bonzer got us started as she scored her 14th goal of the season, and the Bobcats move to 5-4 on the season with a 5-0 win here tonight as Sofia Valdez-Chavez keeps a clean sheet here tonight against Humboldt. And that will be her second clean sheet of the season, as she did so against Des Moines Hoover. And the Bobcats, again, 5-4. They move on to take on Mason City coming up on Tuesday night. Then they've got Fort Dodge on May 1st. Next Friday, we'll have that match for you here on KFJB-TV. South Tama, Des Moines North, Des Moines East, Atumwa, and Grinnell to round out the season. So, yeah, getting just past the halfway point here tonight in the 2026 season for the Marshalltown Bobcat girls soccer program. A good win here tonight, 5-0. Let's get our match recap as night got going with Claire Bonzer, a free kick from 25 yards out from goal. And boom, in the back of the net, Lena Detman diving to her left, couldn't get it in the 21st minute. And the Bobcats strike to take the lead 1-0. And just 1 minute later, the Bobcats would score. Teles put it on goal, and an own goal. As Elise Olsen tried to clear that one away, but cleared it into the back of the net to make it 2-0. That would be our halftime score. And a great crosser set into the box, and Kira Halstead finds it and puts it in the back of the net in the 48th minute to make it 3-0. And the Bobcat goals came in bunches here tonight. They would score 2 minutes later on a corner kick to make it 4-0 as Lilia Kristen just getting a piece of that one 2 minutes after the Halstead goal, the Halstead goal in the 50th minute to make it 4-0. And then Halstead 12 minutes later in the 62nd minute. This one over the head of Bonzer. Kristen got a left foot. Humboldt could not clear backside. Halstead punches in her second goal of the night, her 6th on the season. And that is our final score here tonight as the Bobcats win it 5-0. And improved to 5-4. It'll be the first loss of the season for the Humboldt Wildcats as they drop to 3-1-2. Now time for our Athletes of the Week, which all presented by Opa Grill, a Marshalltown Greek and traditional favorites. All you have to say is Opa, an Adlet Engraving and Screen Print Company of Marshalltown. More than just t-shirts and hoodies, AdletEngraving24.com. Our male Athlete of the Week this week, Chris Nunez. A really strong week last week against number 3 Hoover. He made 11 saves, allowed just 1 goal in losses to Ames and Valley. Nunez totaled 30 saves, so 41 saves on the week and allowed 6 goals, but really a strong performance. He shut out Valley in the first half, made some phenomenal saves, and Chris Nunez, our male Athlete of the Week. Meanwhile, on the female side of things, Morgan Hildebrand, the sophomore, has been playing well. She tied for second at the Early Bird Quad last week. Hildebrand against the Riverhawks of Mason City. She shot a 42 to be the medalist. And then they had a second-place finish at the Tony Dickey Invite with a round of 79 as the Bobcat girls golf team off to a great start. So congrats to both of our male and female Athletes of the Week. Both receive a $25 gift certificate to Opa Grill, along with a custom Athlete of the Week t-shirt and tumbler from Adlet Engraving and Screen Print Company. Transportation for today's game on KFJB-TV provided by Carl Auto Group in Marshalltown. Carl is your dealer for life. Time for our upcoming schedule here on KFJB-TV. Is next week a busy week. We've got matches on Monday and Friday night, and also Bobcat Live coming up next Wednesday. Monday night, boys soccer, as Marshalltown will host Ankeny at 7:30. Bobcat Live at Wayward Social. Hope to have you out there at 6 o'clock. And then Marshalltown and Fort Dodge in girls soccer on Friday at 7 o'clock with pre-match coverage starting at 6:45. Thanks so much to our KFJB-TV crew tonight. David Bragger, on-site producer. Keith Stewart, Elijah Bond on camera coverage. I'm Brandon Lewis. You've been watching Match Day 5-0, a 5-0 win as Claire Bonzer with her team lead, 14th goal of the season, got us started, and Kira Halstead with 2 goals win it for the Bobcats as they are now 5-4 on the season. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to KFJB-TV. It is all free, and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming broadcast. This has been Match Day on your home for the Cats, KFJB-TV.
Bobcat Athletics on KFJB-TV is powered by First Rate Real Estate, Adland Engraving and Screen Print Company, Central State Bank, your Marshalltown Dairy Queens, Hy-Vee Marshalltown, Lennox Employees Credit Union, Marshalltown School District, Sandvik Enterprises, Scooters, Marshalltown, State Farm, Tyler Pashong Agency, Members First Community Credit Union, Van Wyck Wood Builders,